What is going on, everyone? It is Will Mitchell here, and today we're going to talk about the top 6 reasons why people leave Belize. I know, I'm always talking about the happy stuff in Belize, but today I figured we need to talk about some of the reasons why people might not love it here, so you guys are fully informed and educated on what it's like to be here. So without further ado, let's dive right into this with number 1, the inability to adjust to the culture. Now, this is a big one, and it's one of the conversations that I have with clients and friends a lot, because it is a change from what you're used to in the United States. Typically in the United States, you get stuff on demand. It's now. It's, I want this right away. And in Belize, it's very different from that. You do have to have a certain level of patience. I live on the island of Ambergris Caye, so we have island time, but that island time even extends to the mainland. You need to really work with the people, whatever you're applying for, different permits, setting up businesses, waiting for your breakfast burrito, whatever it might be. It just might take a little bit longer. I would say right now my patience is higher than it's ever been in my life. I'm unfazed when it comes to patience now, but it is an adjustment for sure. And when you get out here, that is one of the cultural adjustments you need to look out for. In reaction to that, I'd say the worst thing someone can do when they come to Belize is start being demanding and rude to people. That's gonna take you the opposite way, and that's probably how you'll make an exit from the country, because they're not gonna like you, you're not gonna like them, and it's gonna really just make things sour for you. So what I found is just being very polite, kind with people, you're gonna get that reciprocated back to you. The other thing about the culture too, there's so many different kinds of food, languages, and people in Belize, and it should be an exciting experience adjusting to that and something to look forward to. So, number 2, expectations versus reality. A lot of people have done very thorough research online, which is a great starting point for you to learn about Belize, but there's nothing better than putting your feet on the dirt here if you're gonna be living here. If you're making an investment into real estate and you've looked at the market, you've done your research, you've looked at the numbers, that might be different. But if you're gonna be here full time, definitely come, put your feet on the ground, take a walk around and see exactly what's going on, because maybe it's not how you read it in the blog or saw it in the video or whatever the case may be, or maybe you built this perfect dream up in your head and you've been visualizing this for years about how it's gonna go, and there's gonna be a red ribbon at the airport that's gonna be cut and flowers are gonna be thrown, and you've built this up so much in your dreams that it doesn't meet that. So I would recommend coming in with average expectations and having those expectations blown out of the water, as opposed to building it up to this insane thing and then being let down. So number 3, we have negativity from other expats, negativity in the Facebook blogs, posts, all of this stuff. And it's a big factor, because I know a lot of people base their opinions on what other people think. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend formulating your own opinions and coming to your own conclusions. But there are certain people, there's so many great expats in Belize, but there's definitely a small section of expats that are very loud in Facebook blogs, in Facebook posts, I should say, Facebook groups. You might meet them at different events out here, and I just wouldn't let that dictate how you think, because it really can weigh down on you, and it's something that I just tend to stay entirely away from, because I like to make my own path in Belize. I like to hang out with the people I enjoy spending time with. And yeah, that's just a quick summary of why that is. So that's number 3, I think, yeah. All right, number 4, the cost of living in Belize. Now, everyone has this idea in their head that everything in Belize is cheap. The reality is everything in Belize is not cheap. There's certain goods and services that are gonna be cheaper, and some are gonna be more expensive. We've talked about this in prior videos we've done. So if it's produced domestically, if it's a good that's domestically produced, that will more than likely be cheaper than what you're used to in the US. If it's in an imported good, you're gonna find that's gonna be more expensive. Now, the reason that is because we have extremely low taxes in Belize. No estate tax, no capital gains tax, very low property taxes. So, ton of great tax benefits, but import duties doesn't happen to be one of them. So it's the reason why some people do the QRP when they enter Belize or retire to Belize, because if you apply for that program and qualify, you can import your personal belongings duty free. If you're just shopping, however, you can't qualify, the business owners can't qualify for a retirement program. So they're paying duties, which brings the prices higher of those goods. So it's gonna be a little bit of a mix, guys. You're gonna find some things are cheaper, some things are not, but just having that expectation and understanding and learning what your threshold is for what you wanna spend on what, and if Belize will work, is a big factor. So number 5 is healthcare, and we've made some amazing advances on healthcare. The biggest one you might have seen in one of our last videos is the new hospital that's coming to the island of Ambergris Caye. This is a big deal that the Belize government made with Taiwan, and quite frankly, at this point, it is a necessity to get a hospital on this island with the population growth, tourism growth, and everything that's going on here. But what you'll find in most towns in Belize, they have polyclinics, they have a lot of doctors that will even do house calls, which is something that a lot of people like. But there's hospital, and the major hospitals are in Belize City, I should say, but where it's lacking would be the specialty treatments. So if someone has very specialized treatment they require, odds are Belize won't work. So number 5 would be healthcare. Number 6, guys, infrastructure. So is there road access? Are there utilities in the area you're looking at? Is this a priority for you even, or is it not? If it is, then you should be looking at places that facilitate the infrastructure requirements you have. Knowing stuff like on the island of Ambergris Caye, people drive golf carts typically, just the little details of this so you, again, can manage your expectations and understand what it is. This is some of the stuff that people tend to love about Belize, but also some people might not because everyone is different. So guys, 6 reasons why people move from Belize. You heard it right here. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. There's a million reasons why you should move to Belize. So we're gonna keep talking about those in the next videos, and hopefully we'll see you out here in paradise soon, guys.